not gonna lie, because just feels like it's crap. So didn't see it makes any sense. Just saying is just that this thing is picky as hell. And it's fussy. And it absolutely drives me bananas. I have tried to get the bow to play consistently. I got to play better, but it still plays like crap. And it's not the strings, because the strings are fine. Okay. E. This may not be exactly in perfect tuning. A, E, D, G. Okay, so you got G, D, A, and E. Okay, so that part's fine. But it's not that. Because here's the problem. If I play the bow up here, on the E, it sounds okay. But it's right down there is when it starts sounding like terrible. I'm trying to hold it accordingly. And I tried standing until it didn't make a difference. How do you think you get to level 8, level 2? Well, way down here. But the only thing is when the E string is just... And G sounds good. Well, that's why I kind of wonder if I should have got the cello instead. Oh, enough of that torture for you. Alright, so what about the shoulder brace? Well, I think I got adjusted to my violin a bit because it's too far back from my... So I'm wondering if I need to adjust this knot down here, bring it closer. Because it's so because my shoulders are too, so I'm going to try tweaking this. Okay, I'll do the same thing on the side. Let's go what it's doing or what it's not doing. So it's not staying close onto my shoulders. So I'm gonna try. Also, it was too high when I first got this, so I'm gonna set it for lower. Okay, so gently. That seems closer to right. Okay, so let me see if that's any better here. Seems like it. All right, so no. Sorry, Allison, don't quite stay. Oh, it does kind of like that, but it's kind of still stupid. But like. Instead of skating off the road. I hate this bow. I really do. Come on. I was figuring for the fun of it. Personally, I think the bow's the problem more than anything. I'm talking about the scratchy sound, not necessarily me, but set it up by the book, and it sounds like that. Speaking of peptides, how you doing? Thank you very much for the donation. Much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to get work on my Boeing. As I'm terrible at it. I've just got the violin about a week ago, and I can get that part from it. That's my couch is running into there with the G string. That sounds like a cello, but that is a J tenor. It's the pressure. I mean, it's just it's bow pressure, because if I put it like this, it sounds terrible, right? Unless I'm really light. Whenever it's too late, they go. This is too late. I swear I'm gonna buy a new bow. This thing is terrible. I don't think it's not bad further up, but damn, when you get down to the end, that is, it sounds terrible. But if I play it like this. Or I play it further up. So I'm wondering if the problem is speed. Pressure. That's when it was when you, that's how you change the pitch, your tone, you change your fingers. What's enough of that for now? Let's put the keys here. Did you take the... Oh, do I have to take that? Yeah. Oh, because it won't fit otherwise. Gotcha. Alright. Let me just loosen my hairs. And put my bow away. Zip this shut. Oh, that's frustrating. I practice that thing every day. It seems like, well, I have been since I got it, but it's just, oh God. I'm not giving up. Sounds like more like a rusty saw. Um, so I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, near perfect. It's just I've gotten a little bit better since I got it, but it's I got it on Monday, and so I think I've achieved some success. But I do not like how that bow sounds. I'm sorry, but I don't like how that bow sounds. Am I allowed to say that? Near the ending of the frog sounds horrific. I don't care how much light pressure or speed I put into it. It still sounds very rough. Like sandpaper on the strings. And as you could hear it, and it's awful. I'm not gonna give up playing. That's not the goal. I'm gonna keep going. But oh, it's just only played for since Monday, so I think I for an hour a day since Monday. I think I'm kind of starting to get it because I've been watching Boeing videos. Normally, I don't suggest you sit in a couch, but unfortunately, it was where the easiest way for me to do it and still be seen on camera. And that's why I play it on the couch. Well, there's no doubt there's plenty of users. That's the other thing. Yeah, I agree. My chairs, like I use in the kitchen, would be better because it's not running into the couch. Boom, boom, boom. So, No, I don't need a $500 bow. But they do. Some of them can cost that much. No, I'm not really. Well, it's nothing wrong with that idea. It's just that it's gonna take a lot of practice to do, and after all, I'm not gonna get to be no virtuoso in a single friggin' week. That ain't gonna happen. Okay, it just ain't gonna happen. Let's be honest. Okay, number said it was gonna be, but I'm starting to see how the intonation works with the bridge and with the fingering, and so I'm making some subtle improvements in my Boeing technique. Oh, I can show you that. How it works in concept. If you play guitar, you probably know some of the idea, but if you haven't played guitar, you probably wouldn't know. So, for you, I'm going to explain it. First of all, unlike a guitar, your standard violin does not have a fretboard, okay? So, what you do is, this is your thumb doesn't get used, okay? So let's see you want to play the A string. You got this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, this is the G. So this up here goes to a D. Or not to a D. The D is actually the position down here. So let's show you. I'll just pick it. I'll just okay. That's the D. That's called the open D. This is the G. So what I'm doing is I'm pressing down here. You might be able to hear a bit with the bow, but alright, I need to go out again. Just so I can demonstrate it. So the question is, how much to tension the bow? And I've heard all kinds of crazy answers. I think for right now, this should be enough. All right, let's see what works. All right, I'm gonna show with the A string. I might need a little more tension on this. Now, if I hang it on the fingers here, it's on the A string. That's the E. So if I go here, make sure it's the right one. So the E because it's easier. So wait, hold on this. That's the D. That's the D. This is the G. when I press down on the notes, there's no frets. So unlike a guitar, you might say, well, gee, feel between the frets. There is no frets. See, you gotta go everything by intonation. So that's the problem. So if you thinking that this is a guitar and you're looking for a fretboard, this model doesn't have it, you could add one. I'll try to see what it sounds like between it. There's my pitch, higher pitch. Look what my finger is. That shortens the string. I'm not doing it the right way, but I'm just trying to show you. There's a mathematical formula that you can use to determine where the fretboard is. So we have to figure out more consistency in the bow. If I can get the bow consistent. Remember, the violin is two parts. You have the strings, which is obvious, but the strings are vibrated by the bow. And if the bow isn't doing its job correctly, it's gonna make a horrible noise. And then when you finger the fingerboard to come out and create other notes from those presses, you're not going to hear it consistently. It's going to sound crappy. So that's the reason why it's so frustrating. I tried standing up to play it, but no, my G string's fine. My G string is tuned. There's nothing wrong with the G string. But what it is my E string. Yeah, I don't know much about who Charlie Kirk is. Could somebody please give me a 411 of who he is? Because I don't know who he is. If anybody could tell me a little bit about Charlie Kirk. Who is he? I know how and where he was shot. I don't need to know that part. I know he was a Trump supporter. I know that part. But that's all I really know. I don't know anything about him. Other than that. I don't know anything about it than that. How you doing, Krista? No, yeah, we're trying to play the violin today on the camera again. It's frustrating. No, I got one £5 donation, but thank you very much. Yeah, we're gonna work on that still. But there are some days when I like to lay. Banging there is the best I can do. Well, that's pretty much what I'm doing with the violin right now. part of me says, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Keep going till you fall asleep at the violin. Yeah, but after a while it gets to be kind of much, you know. I know what I want to produce. I know the kind of music I want to produce is something like bluegrass, which is, I want to record even just one note, just part of the way myself. Don't keep getting out of the case. That's so frustrating. Yeah, I want to know if I started basically just coming up with a little bluegrass beat on that thing. Oh, I mean, yeah, using staccato, you can do, but it's not gonna sound that musical without knowing the fingering of the notes and the chords. It's just gonna sound like AI music. You know, your AI music's a lot better than your violin. I don't disagree there. But oh well, you keep trying, you'll get it sooner or later. It looks like everybody else is falling asleep right now, so started 31 minutes ago. Yeah, I know. Well, it's not a matter of keeping the G string tight. The strings are tuned by ranges. Okay, so depending on the string, it has a certain resonance frequency. G is the fourth octave. I know it's confusing, just me. And D3, E2, E1, A2, E1. Okay, that's the way you tune a violin. The problem is that what about all the notes in between? Well, that's where the fingering comes in, because that's how you make the notes in between. Yeah. I tune it by the tuner, so it's tuned to G4. They've actually tuned it to 3 tuners. So, two in my phones and one that came with the violin. I don't think it's the string. It's not the G string. G string is not my problem. It's the E string that can be the real hard one to deal with because of multiple reasons. Number one, there's only one way to tighten a string, and that is specific to its fundamental frequency of the string. In fact, if I don't have a tone oscillator here, I do on my phone while producing the phone string. And I'm going to tune it to the G string note. You're going to hear it resonate with the string pretty close to right. It sometimes drifts off, but that's where I wonder sometimes if my pegs are working loose. But on the other hand, I checked my pegs and they seem to be pretty snug, so I don't think it's the pegs working loose. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Now, A blood elf, yeah. Well, so, I mean, I gotta keep practicing. Maybe by next month I will have the Boeing more consistency. 30 hours more of that. 30 hours more of that, and I'm gonna go bananas. That's ridiculous having to listen to you go. It's like someone gonna puke on somebody. That's like, I mean, listening to that for a little bit was okay, but for an hour a day for up to 30 days, hell no. I understand you're saying that. I agree, it sounds awful. Well, it does sound awful. But you don't get better if you don't keep trying. That's true, but I wish society body could wear earplugs. I get you. Yeah, blood elf, yeah. I mean, in my mind's eye, I can visualize me taking that violin and going to musical cloud 9 and playing excellent music. But when I try just to bow the thing, I'm absolutely stumped. I still think, in part, not entirely all of it, but in part, that bow is shit. I'm sorry, but I do feel that noise, no matter, is so. I'm trying to bow it like they've been taught online. I've been trying to bow it correctly. I have been taking my time to play the notes consistency. I've been watching my pressure. I've been watching my velocity. And at the very beginning of the bow, it sounds like a cat puking up a hairball. I'm sorry. I'm trying so bad. I just swear to God, it's got to be that bow. It has to be. I know. So there's no problem getting your bow. Yes, I played World of Warcraft. I played Total WoW. And I played Ascension WoW. I used to play Blizzard Retail WoW until they messed up so bad that... Of course I'm here tonight. I'm sorry you didn't know. I came to like watch Michele play. Yeah, she's here. I also did another review today, which, yeah, didn't come out as well as I wanted to come out. It's because you've been showing the same kind of reviews for years. Why don't you show them talk about that? At least that's one technical subject you know. Alright, you want me to get the lens too? Well, what? You're gonna do without the camera without the damn lens. Of course, get the lens too. Alright, let me go get you one of the cameras. Oh! Let's head for the courts. get the one camera I opened this morning. So that's and this is one of the cameras. These cameras cost, this set of 4 cameras, each camera has a list price of $187 a piece. I only paid $53 for 4 of these. So we're gonna show you the parts. Okay. Yes, I tested out earlier in the video, but this is the lens right here. This is a CS mount video camera lens. This camera's nice because it has a couple things. Number one, it has a mains cord to plug it into the mains. You don't need a separate power adapter for this camera. And this is the camera itself. And this is where the lens screws into. That's the dust cap. I'm just going to take the dust cap off. And there's your sensor right there. Okay? And when you get your camera all set up where you want it and mount it on the wall, you just screw it in place. So the screws on the top are to mount the camera up on the top of the wall, or mount on the bottom, which uses the same, because this is a CCTV camera mount. Okay. And then the back here has the menu controls to access the control menu. These push button wire releases, an insertion tool. We're using a flathead screwdriver to get into it. And with a 12-volt feed, you can connect up a 12-volt power adapter if you want to run it independently of the mains, or if the main socket is readily available, it just plugs into that, and then you would just plug into the main socket. This is a CCTV camera mount, but unfortunately it's mounted on a CD pancake, and it's not really, so it's kind of top heavy for this. In fact, when you mount it on the wall in a security system installation, you probably would do it like this. Because pretend this is the wall here, and you could then just, if it was mounted up on the wall like it originally was set for, it would just allow you to see what's going on down there. If you don't using the mains cord, if you're going to run it on 12 volts, you get a little closer clearance to the wall, like this. So just pretend this is the wall, okay? Because this is what it would look like. So this here can be mounted all flush down to the wall if you're not using the mains cord. Well, maybe not, because you're still gonna have the problem with this connector here. The BNC connector is gonna kind of still need room for the coax to go through. But because this also has control for a automatic iris as well. That's what this 4-pin connector is for. You can plug a automatic iris lens into it and it will still work. This is the back focus for the back focus ring. And there's like I said, it's Snow White. I couldn't resist to give the guy a positive review because it's cute. It's a beautiful camera. It's very, very sophisticated for what it is. Because these are CS mount lenses, I can use these same lenses with my existing PAL camera, which is already mounted in the room here. Maybe I need 4mm. Well, I got a 4mm. I got 4mm, got a 8mm, and two 6mm. So, for right now, I don't have an immediate use for this. But you'll find a use for it somewhere. I was going to use it to watch the hallways. I see. And also keep around as a spare in case they need to replace them. I also see. So you're going to have another camera just to watch the neighborhood. How ingenious. I don't think the thing was so. It's pretty smart that way, but yeah. $187 camera, 600 TBL. PAL. Most of my all my cameras can be PAL or NTSC. It doesn't matter. My system can use both. So, right now they're just spare cameras. The government's not the only one that likes to have spare parts. No, but the government can afford it. Studies too. I know. Eminem said, hey, Brian Bonzatina. Well, you guys have a problem, Michelle? She's trying to talk to you. I don't think I have a problem with me. I got 17 people watching. I see that. Okay. How you doing, Bradley? Hello. Hello, how you doing tonight? Yeah. So I don't think you should worry about the Boeing. I think you'll get it. It's just gonna take you a little longer. Remember how long it took you to get yourself out of your afraid of falling flat on your ass. Yeah, I'm still sometimes afraid of falling flat on my ass. But you started slow and you worked your way up, so that wasn't so bad. The faster you started to explore the speed and felt that you could maintain your balance, yes, you did fine. But you're right, that bowstring keeps going whoop, 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 all over the place. Because you have to work on your ability to hold it straight while pushing it up or pulling it down. It's pushing it up that's your problem. Pulling it down is not so much because you're working with gravity. Yeah. That's true, yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think about this system? Do you want me to answer that question? Um, would help. Okay, I'll answer the question for you. First of all, the problem, Michelle, is that you're smart, but you sometimes are impatient. Really? Trust me. I have been working with a lot of clients lately, and mostly on some people wanting to learn more about some of the older styles of dancing. Thanks to Michelle, she's actually got so many people on the other side which have heard of the show asking me how to teach them how to do old school samba. And so I've been working with them also. Of course, a lot of people on earth have asked me about old school samba too. So I've been trying to share out my knowledge to as many as I can. I only can take on the average of about 6 to 8 people a day. I can't take it more than that. So for like 2 hours a day, even though I do not need to sleep as a spirit, I can be up all day long. But I know that my human partners can't stay up that long. They have to sleep. And so I'm alternating between about 8 to 10 people a day, 2 hours a day, back and forth. Occasionally I will sneak by and check on Michelle and Nomi when they're sleeping. Yeah, she does do that. She does. Yeah, I know. I know she does. Top Saints. Yeah. It's strange how light particles have enough tangibility to make you sneeze. I have heard that, but I don't quite get how that works. I don't get how that works either. No, I don't have an English accent. Thank you very much. I don't have an English accent. Never did. No. And I don't either, but some people think I do. But you probably can hear my Western Connecticut, slightly New Yorker accent. Because my father was from Brooklyn, New York. So a lot of some of the New York accent kind of Brooklyn did rub off on me. It's true. Yes, I usually do check on things once in a while. How you doing, Angel? But I don't think it's much of a child accent. I don't think it's the same thing. Nope. So we have been practicing at least for an hour a day on the violin. Well, that's good. You got to keep going at it. It's going to take a long time. Yeah, I know that. I heard one woman that mastered it in a month. If you know how to bow, and if you have good intonation, as my string playing friends told me, you can probably learn it pretty quickly if you already have prior string experience like guitar. But what knocks them down for the loop is the fact there's no frets on the bridge. But once they master that, they can go pretty far. But that's gonna take some time to do. Yeah, agree. Well, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna make a quick bathroom run. So let me just temporarily mute the sound. Okay, we are back. I had to use the bathroom. Like, we set off the Total Trauma World Tour with Lashana says, good, I have to make a deposit. Okay, so Carmen said to me, she said the reason why she doesn't necessarily talk on camera anymore is because people make fun of the limitation of my voice. Bellax to do her voice and to do it correctly. And she doesn't like being laughed at. Uh, nah, I did a good job wiping my butt. Don't worry about all set. Yes, I said I did a good job wiping my butt. And talking to me, too. Yeah. Talking to her, you, and I know. I know, too. So do I. But at least Michelle is trying to make it possible for me to speak. It's true, it's not easy because there's like so many things. Um, Number one, she was born in Portugal. She moved to Rio de Janeiro. So you got the mainland Portuguese history and family speaks mainly mainland Portuguese. In a community of Rio de Janeiro that speaks a variety of other dialects, including Italian. Yes, it's a small Italian district in Rio. There's a small Italian district, there's a German district. In fact, at least, according to some statistics, there's about 40% of our Brazilian Portuguese have some Italian in them. Which is interesting when you think about it. Yes, it is. And of course, a lot of them are South American indigenous people. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Portugal is nice, just not this time of year too hot. Oh, that's understandable. The other time in Portugal year, which is fall, it's kind of rainy and wet and chilly. Portugal is not exactly what I call um, the perfect nirvana. It's down on the lower part of Europe, near the Strait of Gibraltar, and depending how far down you go. I think they're thinking of Spain. That's right, it's still pretty far down. Portugal is the little strip that looks like the face of a woman in bas relief. Yeah, it's right. It's Portugal. It's not exactly too hard to understand. It's just that it's the Spaniards that's the stone. Because once you start getting into eastern Portugal, you get into very mountainous terrain. Yeah, you do. And the roads pretty much are more or less focused on the coastline. Like Lisbon, right, Portugal. But Spain's pretty interesting too. Yes, it is interesting. Did you ever go back to Europe after? I remember I went to the United Kingdom, so yes, I've been in Europe. So you visited your homeland. I did. It's very poor out there in the where I was born and raised. It's very poor. It's interesting. Donna Lynn Brownie said hi. How you doing? How you doing? Dawn, how you doing? How you doing, Dawn? Hey, listen, I have a question for all of you. Not only would I like you to please like the video and please do subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow the channel. And while I know that some of the topics that we showed tonight, like the violin and the cameras, that's not necessarily everybody's interests. We're doing the portrait streams because we want more people to be part of the show. And that's why we're going to talk about the next thing. Want to talk about Saturday is Michelle's birthday. She's going to be 58 years old. And we're going to be having the live stream on Discord. And like Michelle did last time, we're going to have it so that we'll post a link just to, not to Discord, but to the or directly to the lounge, but to the general chat, so that you guys can come. And we'd love to have people come into the Discord and meet with people in the lounge. But the problem was that we had a issue of people were not sure what was going on when they all showed up straight in the lounge and were totally dumbfounded. So the question is should we just go ahead and share the link just to come into the general chat like we normally do, and then let people come into general chat and then find the lounge themselves? Or how should we do this? What do you think, Carmen? What do you think we should do? I think that it might be better that way, because the last time some people told Michelle we didn't know I was going to come right into a voice chat. I didn't know anything about what I was doing or what I was going to say. And so, yes, I think that if Michelle wants to do that, that would make sense. But at the same time, if she wants to keep the voice chat links specifically for this, that she should say, if she has characters in the description, to make sure, please, please, please understand that when you accept this link, you'll be placed in the lounge. Please have your microphone and camera ready for speech. But on the other hand, if they come in through the main door, as you could call it, they're less likely to be confused because so many of them probably more familiar with that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's kind of like if you bring it to the main door, at least then they might begin to understand that they need to go to the lounge to actually talk. No, we've had problems in the past where people couldn't find a lounge. Yeah, we've had that problem. How are you doing? Yep. I don't know about that. But, well, we've been around a long time. You've seen a lot of things in life, haven't you? Good, bad, ugly, yeah, I've seen it all. Urban everywhere, woman, urban everywhere. I've seen all the shit that goes on everywhere. My world is never perfect, I got nothing to say. I just want to go home and drop that today. That's crazy, guy. I know. uh, you know, and I don't think he means sissy girl. I think he means somebody else. You know what? I don't know. Can you play violin like a guitar? Yes, you can. And it's just that the strings goes to the Boeing. The bridge has got a curve to it. That's true, and you need the bridge or you can't get a good sound out of it. Yeah. I was thinking about acoustic guitar too. I'm not against acoustic guitars. Like I was thinking about the song by John Denver, long way from Star Grove and Aspen. Right? Oh, I know the song. You want to sing it? I don't want me to sing it. I don't think we don't need to sing it at all. I think you sing it, at least a little bit of it. Okay. It's a long way home to Denver. Long night in the sky. Long way home to Scarborough and Aspen. On the sweet Rocky Mountains, never cry. Oh, the sweet Rocky Mountains never die. It's die, not cry. Okay, I got it. Alright, that's so. Well, wait, I kind of would like to play that on the guitar too. Oh, so you're like multiple instruments. Yeah. Well, maybe you could buy the guitar next time. Maybe in about a year. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, Dawn of the Dead. Oh, Dawn didn't get a chance to hear me play yet. No, she didn't. In case you want to get it out so you can show her. I wonder if I could do something, improvise something. Ugh. This case is a pain open. It's got lots of zippers. Ooh, 2 zippers and these Velcro strap. Okay. And a bow. Let me try something. My brain says I should be able to do this. I don't know if I could do this or not. Tighten out your bow first. Oh, you're funny. You didn't even have the bow tightened. Couldn't be any worse. All right. And let's play like you're supposed to. Yeah. Steady, too much. That's the sounds right there. There. Oh. Watch out for the purpose work. Ah, that's better already. Don't bounce about. And lots of fingers. I've seen the players do this. Steady as she goes. Ah, the coffee grinder sound. I think you might be right about that bow is shitty. Let's work on the frog hairs. Yay, sing. How in the hell do you think you say yay? Oh. That's the D. That's the D. That's the G. Oh, my arm. Yes, your arm is gonna hurt like crazy after a while. Anyways, but it's straight. It's straight. Well, that's good. Makes the bitch isn't crooked. So I think, and I'm no violin teacher, but this is what I tell you. I think you're doing is if you take good time, like you said, like this. Watch out with the coffee grinder. A good tone. He's gotta hold his tight though. I think you could do it, but it's gonna take a lot of practice. Oh my God. Easily 30 days. Easily 30 days. Just to bow it. Lord have mercy on your soul. Yes, indeed. I don't think she'll do too bad. If she practices it, she can do it. That's gonna take some time. If you go slow, steady. So what do you think of this violin? It's a low-cost violin, yes? No, it ain't no Stradivarius. No, you can see that. This, you like fingering that thing, don't you? Actually, I've always wanted to have one. That's one of the reasons why this is so important to me. Ah, I see that in samba. But this lifetime it's been more samba than violin, yes? No, it's kind of a combination of both, actually. Because I just like music, and dance does interest me too. Yep, I get it. This is light. It is light. It's not a very heavy case. Sounds alright. Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons why I wondered if I should get a left-handed. I fixed the bridge. The bridge is right now, so um, yeah, she did do that. She put the bridge standard. Well, guys, it looks like everybody's leaving, so I think it's time to get ready to wrap it up. And it's a shame because do you think these live streams are helping the channel grow? I don't know. How can I test that? You don't think this is helping the channel grow? Karen, I'm not sure because I look at everything that goes on and it's not growing explosively. The channel is not. It's not bringing in the views that I would expect it to bring in. Me and Michelle looked at the numbers. 10,884. You know, I think that 331 views. No, that's not those one. That was video. Oh, live. Let's see what I see it here. Not yet, because it hasn't been uploaded yet. Oh. I don't get that, how that works. Don't worry, Carmen, not everybody gets it either. But the people are not staying. Yeah. We usually start about 7 o'clock. Let me explain that, why I mention that, because I've been on YouTube since July 16th, 2010. And up until 2019, until January 2020, I didn't have the 1,000 subs in 3,000 watch hours to be monetized. So that's a lot of years, guys. That's like 9 years. 9 years. And so I know channels that have exploded in 9 years, like explosive diarrhea, and have just clearly exploded on the scene, and then they quickly get hundreds of thousands of subs. And I haven't been able to do that. We know it's because our channel is eclectic and it's unique and it doesn't fit into the main paradigm of YouTube. And I don't know if it's because it's too specialized, or if back in the dark years our name was so tainted and contaminated by the bad people that I just can't get around the bad reputation I got. For nothing that I personally did. And so every time I get a few viewers, they stick around for a little bit for a show and then they leave the next day. They don't stay. And it's very hard because I put a lot of work into it too. And so I just want a piece of the pie, just like Louise Jefferson sings in the Jeffersons. I just want a piece of the pie. I don't expect to get free things, like all of a sudden get 100,000 subs overnight. I don't expect that. But what I really would like people to do is give my channel a half a fair shake. I understand that. Michelle is trying to create something special and different that most YouTube channels are not. I have to agree with Michelle that it is difficult for some people to understand that this channel is not the main YouTube fare that so many come to watch. This channel stands out as its own unique platform. It has its own unique taste, its own flavor, its own chemistry. And the thing that makes it stand out for me is that the person that you see sitting on the couch is that person who has dedicated their lives for the service and the community at large. She has sacrificed much to achieve what she does. But there's always somebody out there on YouTube that listens to some, lack of a better term, bullshitter, and thinks that she's this horrible person. I know, and Louie knows, that Michelle is not a bad person, and she deserves a fair chance to show you what she is. Let her actions speak to you. That's all I've got to say. Thank you. But I still don't know if they're going to give me a fair shake, no. If they at least would give you a fair shake, you'd have a fair chance. Yeah. That's one of the reasons we ask if you guys could share out the video to your friends, your family, your loved one, your own communities. Let them know what we're trying to achieve. We're asking them to come and give the channel a fair shake. That's all we're asking. Actually. But you know, it seems to me that the audience doesn't want to listen to nobody. The new YouTube host I've been following, Ken Caint, C-A-I-N-T, started his channel on August 16th and has 1,800 subscribers, which just got monetized with only 15 live streams on his channel. Is he a locale? Did someone turn him into a locale that they can kick around for fun? That's the question. Because if they turned Michelle, it didn't turn Michelle into a local bullshit, she could have probably gone further. But Michelle's, like she's often said, I'm the one who works behind the scenes. I'm not usually the one that's the talent. But on YouTube, you are the talent and the one that works behind the scenes. That's true, you are. Some are good at it, some are not so. Yeah. Well, I'm one of the not-sos, but I do try. Think of it kind of like Hammer and Nails for a minute. Now, Hammer and Nails is a fully licensed construction supervisor for a construction site. Okay? He knows his way around wood tools, construction tools. But would he know what to do with a mixer, cameras, reading scripts? I don't know. Would he enjoy it? I don't know. But for him, to my knowledge, he's like my father, his passion is getting out there on a construction site and putting things together, making a home happen, finally finishing that deck that the customer asked for, finishing the kitchen. I don't know if he has it in him to be a YouTube entertainer. I mean, he could certainly show you how to put together things on a job site. But I don't know if that would really be his interest, is showing everything on camera. I like being on camera, but I just lack the finesse that some people have that I don't have. I mean, I could talk to you under a table about PAL and NTSC. I can talk to you under a table about audio mixing. I can talk to you about telephone installations. I can tell you all about that because that's natural to me. But to actually sit there and talk to an audience sometimes I don't get what it takes, and it's very noticeable. But yeah, like the violin Boeing, again and again and again and again, I keep trying to finally get good enough to present something in a way that the audience find entertaining. Some like it, some hate it. But you know, the thing is that I'm putting my best effort in. It was those bad people during the dark years that ruined it for me on YouTube. For so long. The pizza deliveries to my door I didn't order. The tons of junk mail that was thrown in my mailbox. The men in blue called on me over and over again for no valid reason. The all of these things that happened. And yet, it's just like the song The Boxer by Simon and Garfunkel. And he says, I am leaving, but the fighter still remains. I know a lot of YouTubers that gave up for a lot less than that. And yet, I'm still standing. I'm still in the ring. I still got my boxing gloves on. I'm still ready to take on the next challenger. But despite all the punch to the heads and all the aches and pains and bruises and cuts to my skin, I keep asking myself, why do I keep doing this? And the truth is because I want to do something very different than just be on-screen talent. I want to share my emotions and my feelings, my concerns, my passions. Remember, the original title of YouTube was Express Yourself. It was not Go Fuck Yourself. Modern YouTube has become so competitive, it's become Go Fuck Yourself. You can put all this money in, invest all the time, every day in your life to YouTube, and you will not break through the glass ceiling, especially if you are handicapped. There is very, very little forgiveness on YouTube for people that are handicapped. I'm sorry, but it's true. Handicapped people on YouTube do not get the same level of respect that people who have 20/20 vision and have the ability to travel all over the world and are able to talk to people perfectly without hearing problems or eyesight issues. And that makes it hard for me because I can't help that I have multiple handicaps. I just do. But you're still like the fighter in the ring, the fighter that remains. Because you don't want to give up, because you believe in yourself. Yeah. But I can't get anyone else to believe in me. I have a community of about 20 to 30 people. But I got 1,885 subs. Where are the rest of you? Where are the rest of you? The 10,860 people. Where are you? Where did you go? I mean, that's the question, right? Where did you go? Come on. I'm in Winston, Connecticut. I mean, all the subscribers that came here, I bet you can grow if I switch this thing to subscribers only right now. No one will be here except for my regulars. You don't have to do that. You only got 14 people engaged in the chat right now. So I think you'll leave it if I did. So the question is why is Michele not successful? That's not a bad question. I mean, Blind the Billionaire, he's a YouTuber that's totally blind, who has suffered from retinitis pigmentosa. He focuses on covering news regarding benefits, social security programs, and other things. He has a huge following. There's another woman that's also an albino in Canada that I've been learning about how to use my braille display from. And she's got a lot of followers from her success in discussing from the blind using voiceover. Then there's the old Thomas Edison project, which was totally blind also. He left YouTube, but and then there's Autism Speaks, and then there's a lot of other small channels that are not necessarily disabled, but the technical channels are successful. Like Usagi Electric, Veronica Explains, BigClive.com, LGR Lazy Game Reviews, Ashens, Cathode Ray Dude that looks like a male version of Krista. In fact, he looks like he could be her brother. The point I'm trying to say is, why is it that I can't succeed? I have an idea and don't think it's your fault. I think what it is your content is just not exciting enough. Talking about Social Security stimulus checks is exciting. Talking about getting a Data General DG1 computer up and running is exciting. He has the Nova, not the DG1, right? Yeah. Talking about Sims 3 explorations and Lazy Games Review is exciting. Talking about step up and step down transformers on BigClive.com is exciting. Learning how to play the piano and guitar and violin. Now that's a little more mainstream, but those do get good views. The last one, it does. So what am I doing wrong? Nothing. You're just being you. You're just being you. Well, let's put it this way. I'm still here every day. I'm still here every morning, plugging away, doing my morning show, Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. Doing 2 portrait streams a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I do a YouTube show with an open Discord panel on Saturday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. And then I do a show on Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. And then at 7 o'clock, I do Supplement Radio AM 1610 on Kick. So it's not a matter that they can't say, we can't find your content. Because my content's right there. I wonder, since the fact is that they know when you're going to be live, maybe they don't feel they need to subscribe because they already know where you are. But they're saying we should just not announce when we're live? I don't know if that would work any better either. I couldn't think of it. No, I don't know if that would work because I might gain less viewers. Because anyone might say, I couldn't find you live. I couldn't find you live. I didn't get the notification. I don't know when you're live anymore because you no longer have the regular days and times anymore. No, I don't think that's the answer either. It's an enigma, Michele. I'll be honest. I really wish we could come up with a perfect solution. There's got to be something that works. Maybe. Well, guys, we could discuss that on the morning show tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. This channel. I will announce the stream like I do in Discord. Please come to our Discord tomorrow if you want to see this information. I'll post a link here. Oh, I mean here. Hit shift exclamation. No. I did wrong. You hit the lang button, Mr. Here. Hit exclamation point. I got it. And then it's lowercase finger. Right. D-I-S. Okay, perfect. I already have a shortcut. Hit enter. Send. Okay? Please come to Discord, everybody. Okay, I really would like to see Michele Dalene. Yeah, not caught up. So please come to the Discord. She said no. Why don't you come home to me? Please come to Discord for a day. Get to see what I do every way. She said no. Why don't you come on home to me? Why don't you come on home to me on YouTube where I've been waiting for you. Come on home to YouTube where I've been waiting for you. We want to go farther. I want to see us grow. So come on back to YouTube. That's where you will be now. So, everybody, I'm just going to say that I want you to get a night's sleep. And we'll discuss things tomorrow morning. Or come on into the Discord link, which I will pin. And check out the Discord link. I think I just closed something else. Oh. Oh, yeah. There you go. I was going to pin this link. Hit, pin it. Okay. So come check out the Discord, people. And we'll see you in the morning. And also, if you're already on the Discord, we'll see you there too. You bet. Okay, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.